What's going on, peoples? S1210 College Sports Most Wanted. It's your boy CJ Goodfella touching down with some college football talk. You know, we talk college football and basketball. Most definitely appreciate everybody for supporting this new venture with me, the Cali Enigma, and Colossal Sports Talk as well. Big cool. And I want to talk about some of my potential quarterback Heisman finalists, man. Couple sleepers. This is my personal picks. And, first guy I want to talk about is Dwayne Haskins from Ohio State. He came in last year and beat my Michigan Wolverines. I am a Wolverine fan. But, the original quarterback, he got hurt, JT Barrett. And he came in, and Dwayne Haskins I think he's a 4-star recruit out of Maryland. And he's 6'3", like 214. A redshirt freshman. He came in and did very, very well. I was very impressed with, how he threw the ball, his accuracy, his ability to come off the bench cold and stay ready. And I think he's somebody to look out for if he does win the Ohio State starting quarterback job, which I don't see why not. JT Barrett gone. I know they got some competition there as well because Ohio State, since Urban Meyers, and even before Urban Meyers was there with Jim Tressel, being a Michigan fan, I know very, very well that they keep talent. They keep a lot of talent. And I think Dwayne Haskins can, I know Urban Meyer's going to prepare him right. He's a pocket quarterback, and I think Urban Meyer's going to have him ready this year, man, for sure. Urban Meyer's going to have him ready. I think he's a sleeper to at least be the Big Ten Player of the Year. I think he'll put up huge numbers. I know Ohio State always have a lot of talent. Always. They got the little Bosa boy and the little Bosa brother on the other side as well, too, I believe, this year. I think he was on there last year. Don't quote me on that. But, like I said, man, I like Dwayne Haskins. Another guy I like is Kelly Bryant from Clemson. He got injured last year, had a rough end to the year. He got injured in the Syracuse game, I think. I ended up losing to Syracuse, man. But he's a guy that, Deshaun Watson, who was his successor, or who was the guy before him, said that, who was the quarterback of the Houston Texans, and I said that, Kelly Bryant is going to be better than him. And for Kelly Bryant, it's about staying healthy. It's about rehabilitating his injury. And doing what he did last year, just taking it to the next level and looking at his weaknesses, man. He got a big arm. He's mobile. Now it's time to start, playing the game at a cerebral level, being a little bit more smarter, improving a little bit on the accuracy, learning how to go through reading the routes and scanning the field and, knowing when to check the ball down and not pressing too much. It's time for him to be a more mentally prepared, football player. And I think, a little bit more muscle on the body, get a little bit stronger. I think being mentally prepared for him is the next step. But I like his chances at being, possibly winning the Heisman. I really do. And I'm gonna rank these guys' chances, just from my point of view. Tua, I can't pronounce his last name, who came up on the scene, came off the bench, out the deep freezer last year, national championship game, and saved Nick Saban and Alabama's bacon, and is a beautiful left-hand thrower of the ball. I mean, dude could really spin it, man. He really could spin it, and you hear about Trent Dilfer talking about his rise at his little quarterback camp and how good he got and what he showed last year, reading the defense, making a lot of big throws, got a little bit of mobility as well too. When Alabama, being already a national powerhouse and not really being known to really have great quarterbacks, recently or in the past for the most part, Tua might be on the fast track to being a national champion because of all the talent Alabama puts around him and his just pure ability not to be a game manager type quarterback like McElroy or Jalen Hurts or a lot of other guys that came before him. Tua could legitimately spin the ball, throw it. And that's going to make Alabama just that much more dangerous, not having to be a game-managed quarterback at the helm. Him being able to take the game into his hands, that's going to make it easier on everybody. But my last guy, Shea Patterson, came transferred from Ole Miss, going to play instantly at the University of Michigan. And Michigan got a lot of talent, man. A lot of talent. Always has a lot of talent. The front five been an issue as far as the offensive line. But hopefully Jim Harbaugh has sold that up. And they got a lot of good receivers. We didn't have a quarterback last year with Orcorn or Wilton Spate. We had a good quarterback in Jake Rudock a few years ago, but not a good quarterback since then. We went through, Shane Morris, he sucked, and it is what it is. But Shea Patterson may start. I think he will start, but it's a lot of young competition. Christian McCaffrey, his little brother is a good quarterback out of Indianapolis on our team, and also Milton from Florida. He's a good quarterback as well. Shea Patterson is experienced. He's gonna be under the tutelage of Jim Harbaugh, and he's gonna have a lot of opportunity to make a lot of big plays and put his stock up there and possibly be a Heisman Trophy winner or at least a finalist or something like that. But out of all these guys, man, I think it comes down to Kelly Bryant and Tua to probably really win the Heisman. And it may come down to Clemson and Alabama, at some point, how well they do and how they cleaning up their respective conferences to win the Heisman. But I like Kelly Bryant a lot. But I think Tua is a young man that's going to ride that wave, from last year into this year. He got a target on his back. He's a smart kid, well-articulated kid. But I think he gonna have an inside track, man, because Alabama's gonna be good. I know they got a couple holes where a couple guys went to the pros. I think Alabama's gonna be really, really good. I think they are. I think he gonna be a part of that. He gonna have some good numbers, some big numbers, like touchdowns, and his numbers gonna be up there, and they're gonna be the number one team most of the year, as always. Then they take a loss, they're gonna still bounce back. So I think Tua, out of these quarterbacks, not overall, but Tua, it'll be my favorite. Kelly Bryant will be second. Shea Patterson third, and Dwayne Haskins. But my dark horse is Haskins. I think a lot of people, don't know about him, and I think he's going to sneak up on some people, man, and have a big year if he win a job with Ohio State in the Big Ten. I think he'll have a big year in the Big Ten, for sure. I think he's my dark horse. My favorite is Tua, the quarterback from Alabama. I think it's going to be a great year, but these are just, a few guys that I like, that I highlighted, that I think can be, Heisman quarterback finalists. Could be. I'm not saying they're going to be finalists, but these are just my picks, my favorite picks. And as the season goes on, we're going to continue to pump out content. College football, and then when basketball comes out, we're going to cover it all. And this is S1210, College Sports Most Wanted. It's your boy CJ Goodfella, man. And get used to getting more content from all of us that's on this page, man. And much blessings. And much love to everybody that subscribe and support the page. I definitely appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it. And help us take this venture off. Tell somebody, share it. We're going to do recruiting breakdowns. And when the top 25 come out, not this little preseason stuff, but I might get into that as well. But when the real hit the real, we got guys from the SEC, Big Ten, all those networks we're going to cover. And you might see your favorite team on here. Got an Aggies fan, got a Vols fan. I'm potentially bringing an LSU fan on, so catch up. We gone.